We are Spud and Joey. We are best friends, dads, and realtors. We also head up a running tribe here in Salt Lake City called Run with Mojo. On the weekends, we love exploring new trails and neighborhoods together. We aren't the fastest or the most skilled runners in the world. We're just two slightly out of shape dads that love a good trail run. We love running as much for the opportunity to clear our minds and have a good laugh as we do for the run itself. As runners, we know how mundane running on a treadmill can be. That's why we created the Come Run With Us project. So the next time you're on a treadmill, you'll have a cool trail to explore and a couple of buddies to run with. No matter what time of day or where you are in the world, you can always come run with us.
Hi there.
I felt the buzz. Okay.
So we are at the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. We can drop a pin for this. I believe we are parked at Hidden Valley Park. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And we're going to climb up into these beautiful foothills and connect with the
Good morning, Run with
with
Mojo.
the Shoreline
We're
Trail.
on a run.
We're shooting a promo video.
I don't know what else to say. I'm not very good at promo videos.
What would a promo video even effing look like?
You know what it would look like? It would look like this. That's what it would look like. I just made that happen, so I'm not even worried now. Okay, so this is how I picture it. Remember how you were like, we got to have an intro and an outro and stuff? And you people are just gonna have to come along for the ride, okay? I'm sorry. We're just who we are. Okay, so I think we can easily just do a little and then go into it. We don't have to like whilst we're going be like, and everybody, this is going on right now, here I come. So I think like we just do the intro on like a track and then we drop into the podcast like we're humans. So like I feel like that's a good idea. So but if we wanted to like at least be like, oh hey, I'm like Spud and you're like Joey, and like Joey's cool, Spud's super cool, like we do Run with Mojo, and we decided to like start this podcast because let's be honest, like we talk and we're kind of like all over the place. We probably got some interesting like ADHD brains, and so like we go squirrel and go to another thing. And so we decided that like after hanging out and talking a bunch, that other people should like get to hear these really amazing conversations that are about like super important stuff, like running, walking, music, books, our kids. We got like kids. Whew, we got kids. So many kids. And then I have 3 kids. He has 2 kids. That's why I said so many, because he's still like, you know, matching him and his wife. Like, oh, hey, you get one, I get one. And I'm still like, honey, where are you? I've got 3 children. So, gosh, really, that's us. Like, there's nothing else important, right? Like, we don't do anything important. I mean, we were going to try to, like, sell some real estate at some point in life. But, like, then we decided running's way more important. But we really are the best real estate agents in the world. We're on the best team.
Where are you right now? Where are you?
I'm having so much fun. I'm introducing us. Here. Okay, Joey's much better at introductions. You go. Let's hear you say the exact same stuff. Ooh, I really do want to know. Okay, this is so great. Because I just did like my version. Then you do your version. Also, we're walking up a hill. It's hard. So like, let's hear how you would do that. Mr. Where are you? Where are you?
I don't know. Are we feeling like a weird pressure?
I'm not. I'm so great right now.
So Spud and I'm feeling a weird pressure. Like, I have a weird energy right now. We were like, all week, we've been so jonesing to get out and rip this trail. And we're like, okay, let's record it as if we're like recording our first episode, like as we're launching the show, and then let's post it this next week. And man, I don't know if you've ever put out a podcast or put something on YouTube, or just when you put yourself out on social media, it like causes so much fear and hesitation. And honestly, like there's an element of pressure on this stupid episode to like have it be amazing. And there's an energy around that, wouldn't you say?
So what you're saying is so what I take away from that is that I just screwed that up.
No,
so as you're sitting over there listening, you're like, oh man,
oh, this is bad.
This is so
we
bad.
are not using this footage. We're gonna have to start after this.
Let's definitely start. And 3,
Let's
2, 1.
Let's circle the wagons. Let's bring it all back together. Let's find out what's up.
Oh man.
Okay, let's start with like
No, we just.
how majestic. Like how majestic.
Oh,
Are
by
you
the way,
for
did
real?
you start Strava? I
Mother
Strava late.
effing
Yeah,
F.
I just did, and I didn't want to
Okay,
interrupt
all
you.
right.
Like you were going on a rant.
All right, so I'm Joey. This is Spud. We are recording a podcast, and there's pressure around it, but we wanted to share with y'all these amazing trails, these amazing runs that we go on, and the absolute ridiculous conversation that we have. So that's what this is. So this morning, what are we gonna run for, Spud? An hour and a half? Maybe 45 minutes out, 45 minutes back?
Sure. Yeah, I'm
You
down.
record me. I'll record you. Because this is the intro of all intros. This is the very first Come Run With Us podcast.
Dun, 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 dun. No, you keep talking. I'm doing like a music, like a dun, dun, dun,
Spud's the ultimate hype, man. It does look like we are sponsored by Run With Mojo, because we are sponsored by Run With Mojo.
I was gonna say, yeah, Run With Mojo is like this really great running club.
It's
that,
super
like,
profitable.
yeah, super helpful.
Yeah, no, we
I'm
it costs us a lot of money, and
but it's really fun.
worth every minute of it. No, we've got amazing partners like Girls on the Run. We do amazing things. We sponsor marathons. We support community running. Some gals on our team are coaches for Girls on the Run. We have a blast.
What is
And
Mojo?
Mojo's a real estate group,
Yeah.
and that might be what's funding Run With Mojo.
Actually, right now, Joe is funding Adrian is funding this GoPro, but the Joe is funding my super awesome podcast.
It
stuff
funds
right
the project. So this is the Come Run With Us project. We just want to see what it would be like if, we know what it's like running in the middle of winter on a treadmill and how boring that could be. So imagine that, Doug in Ohio can jump on his treadmill in the morning and hook up with us and watch this amazing trail as he runs on his treadmill in his basement. So yeah, that's what this is. We want to share this love we have with you, and we want to go cool places, talk about cool stuff. So
I love it.
Cheers, Spud. Thanks. Honestly, dude, thank you for freaking jumping in on this, man.
5 a.m.
Spud was up late with a kid last night.
2:23, banging on my door.
Spud's a guy that just shreds for like 16 hours a day. Takes care of everything for like 7 hours a day, and sleeps what's left. The last hour.
I definitely get that.
And then
good,
back at
that
it.
Good last hour. Hey, sleep's really important.
Okay, Spud, what kind of running do we do on these trails?
Slow running? I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean
Well, you're
by
the coach.
what?
You're the coach. When I lob
Oh.
one to you,
Oh, I like that. Okay, like this was like like an alley-oop for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, like
So
consider we're commentating on a.
Well, first and foremost, this single trail, like, I love single trail. So I'm always looking down, you know, I'm always like,
I ate shit
rocks.
on this trail.
And that's why you look down. And I always do like crazy short strides that are super high. Like I lift my feet a lot higher, I feel like. And I always run a little bit on my toes. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but you know, I feel good and I feel like I can run decently fast. So, and by decently fast, I mean like 10-minute miles. Like, let's not get with those people that are like 5-minute mile guys. But like, I'm definitely like a middle ground runner.
I'd liken to you like a little pack mule. He's
Yeah.
got these calves on him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and he can just kind of go forever.
I'm shutting this guy down. That was a fun little, I kind of like having one of these. It's kind of fun. I'm not very good at it. I find myself showing like the trail and stuff. I mean, not the trail and stuff, like just random woods. So I got Joey into running. That's a cool thing. Basically like, you're welcome world. Now you get to see this man in action. And yeah, he said he'd never run a marathon after the marathon we ran because he was doing it straight up to just get run with mojo. Some awesome.
No, a marathon was on my bucket list, but it was something I was like,
Might as
never
well.
thought was an actual reality of happening. You know?
I mean, the fact that you got so addicted, I mean, it made sense to me. I'm definitely like the running drug dealer. I'm like, okay,
It's so true.
just try
Spud gets everybody
try
he
a
knows
little
into
bit.
running.
just try a little bit. And then once you're hooked, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go do 100 miles.
I heard a really cool saying. This gal that was in charge of events at a company, she said that everybody called her the VP of Vibe. And Spud is definitely the VP of Vibe at Run with Mojo. Dude, this trail, am I right?
Oh my goodness, it drops down? What, this is like a movie.
Okay, so yeah, Bonneville Shoreline Trail is like just absolutely magnificent. It's super runnable, which is why I like it. Like, there's some
Plus
effort.
it connects to the why. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
let's definitely
we'd have
say
to look
that.
into that. Don't quote us on that.
Google it.
It's probably something a running podcast should know.
No, but like if you're like running or not running right now and you're just listening to this because you're like, these guys are so awesome. Thanks, Mom. Maybe like Google it and then I'm not going to look into this at all because by the time we're done, I'll have forgotten this conversation. So look and see if the Shoreline Trail in Draper goes down to the Y. Sorry. Go.
I'll check it out actually.
No.
I'm actually super curious about it.
No. Let's leave that up to the listener. Mom, Google it.
Janet. I'm gonna have to get a consent form from my mother.
Yeah, she's kind of a big deal. So like, you don't want to be
Like,
dropping those names.
Look at the perspective change.
Wait,
Okay,
where's
so
our
the-
car?
So the parking lot right by that church.
Oh wow. Boop. Dude, we
So-
got here in like 2 minutes.
I
We're
know.
like the speed.
I know, we're on fire. Like
Don't actually.
I still haven't remembered to start my MFing Strava.
Oh man.
Fam, listen, I have a really hard time with remembering to start my Strava. So if you're following me on Strava to find out where this trail is, I'm really sorry.
Can I tell you something that?
And Spud even said, hey, let's start our Strava.
Like
And
if
I
I'm not in
opened
the
my
frame,
phone, and in the time that I opened my phone and looked at it, I lost my train of thought and didn't do it.
goldfish. Oh. Okay, so I have something really cool about your Strava that you're gonna think is really cool. I was hanging out with Aaron yesterday, and I guess he recently started following you.
Wolfkill?
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
And
That's a big follow.
And he said,
Hey, BT Dubs, because this will just be on here and maybe that name will be dubbed. We got to remember to, we don't want to throw away any killer material by saying the name, you know?
I say we just reach out. Well, I wasn't going to say the last name, but then you did that. I was hoping you just remember who I was hanging out with yesterday.
That is on me. That's 100% on me.
Anyway, he's like, holy crap, Joey's 50 miler? He was like going under like 11-minute miles or under 12-minute miles, like for 50 miles. And I was like, first of all, like, I instantly like,
I sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger just then. Ah!
I don't know what just happened.
Okay, sorry, a bug flew right in my ear.
Oh, he had a bug. So anyway, I was just the next part of that story was really just that I first took a little bit of a sigh of like, well, that's cool that you're checking out all Joey's runs on Strava, no big deal. Like,
yeah,
sweet.
Cool.
Like, that's fine. I also think Joey's cool, but like, who goes and stalks his freaking Strava? I still haven't looked at your Strava, so like, now I just feel guilty. But then also I was a little bit disappointed in like, my Strava sucks because I didn't ever use Strava until Run with Mojo, when Joey, you know, we're using Strava. Okay, let's do Strava. And so I started doing Strava, but I actually used the Nike Run app. Thanks, Kevin Hart. And so
I have that. That's a good app.
Yeah, and I don't remember why. I think it's because you can't do like groups or something. Anyway, no big deal. So on that thing, you can go back to like 2014 and look at like when I was actually a badass at running, and I had like an hour 30 half marathon time, like every week.
Running 100 milers.
Like, it was so awesome because literally it would have like, you know, every single month you'd see a new half marathon, and every single month it was just chipping it away from the 140s down into the 130s, and then finally I got it to exactly 130. And yes, I never got it below that. I tried really hard. And then I broke their app because I ran with it and a charger on my phone for 100 miles, and their app completely froze and gave up because it couldn't record you for 36 hours. Like, come on, app developers. Like, who doesn't think of that? So they fixed it. So my 100 miles on there, but it's not like legit. I feel like they just,
dang it.
They just went in there and like said, well, this guy reached out and it's kind of a cool thing. So maybe we should just like go in and put, yeah, he did 100 on this day because he said so. But
I didn't get a super clean recording of mine either. 50 miler. Dude, this trail, please. How you feeling back there?
I was getting lost for a minute. Sorry.
How's your like your heart rate?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't follow any of that. I feel great and I can talk.
Yeah, how are you feeling physically?
Oh, I'm feeling great.
All right.
Yeah, like I feel like
it was more of a pace question, I guess.
Yeah, no, we're
so more of a check-in.
Yeah,
like look at this.
My hammies.
Like what?
My hammies actually hurt because I haven't stretched in 4 years, but like I was thinking about stretching the other day. Which, just FYI, it's a super great idea to stretch. Like, use a foam roller, stretch out, use a little massage gun, like do the things. I did that for the first like 5-6 years I was running, and man, everything felt better. Could also have been because I was 35, not 40, but I don't know.
Nah.
But I think it's important, and I don't do enough. So that's all. I just don't want people to think they shouldn't stretch. But like, it's still your choice. Your body, your choice. Dude, that looks beautiful.
Right? I'm a little awestruck. Okay, so amazing part about this trail, we're going to report on what the distance is. So I feel like I've done this trail like 5 times, and I can't remember if it's a 5 mile or a 7 mile out and back. So we'll see. But the great thing about it is a bathroom at point A and point B. And so, great place to poop.
Dude, that does make me happy because I didn't get a Tuesday in. I was so scared.
Me neither. It's too early.
Way too early. Like, I just don't understand. Oh, by the way, one of our Run with Mojo people,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say a name on this one because
Oh, too big?
it's
Too big? We'd have to sign an NDA?
It's pretty bad. No, he like pooped at mile like 23. Just a little bit came out, he said. And I'm like, first of all, why are you telling me all this? But I'm like, oh yeah, we're runners. We just share poop stories. So,
Which race?
at the Salt Lake City Marathon. So, he poops at about 23, just a little bit. But then
while running.
Yep, while running.
Okay.
Thank you, Joey. I forget when I tell stories, they're kind of like all over the place. But so I'm gonna share this picture of a guy sharing a story that's like a normal person, and it has the like beginning, middle, end, and then it has like an ADHD brain, and it goes, warms up the story, tells you a little bit about the intro, got to get you the backstory, then starts the story,
Then there's a side story.
then gets sidetracked onto like little details of the story that don't matter at all, then goes like into a completely different story, but realizes halfway through that he's going into a different story, so then he backtracks, and then by the very end of the story, and it's actually way cooler than this, but I'll show it on something
Are you
somewhere.
going to remember now the thing we were talking about before you told this side story?
Yeah, the poop.
Okay.
But like, it's so funny because then at the very end, it's like finishes the story, instantly starts apologizing for everything they just said. Because that's just me. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, that's so perfect because I really do that. And then by the end of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to take so much time, or, oh, that story sucked, or, ah. So anyway, pooping. He poops 23. He then comes back at like 25 with another poop. So the last mile plus, he's got these bright orange or yellow shorts, he said. And they're just brown poopy pants. I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, well, you know, I knew I was gonna get a killer time and I didn't want to risk it. I was like, oh. So if you're out there listening, you can definitely claim your fame. But I will not narc you out today because I'm really sorry. That story was not as cool as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. You know, we're learning a lot, aren't we? We have literally every single episode we've tried to record has fallen short in some capacity with some sort of learning like opportunity, because we've either had audio problems, video problems, weird energy problems.
Audio, video, like
Audio,
same
video,
time.
weird energy. Yeah, like I call that AVE, AVWE in the biz.
I mean, honestly though, like at the end of the day, this whole thing was about tripping over tree trunks. So, sorry, Joey just tripped over a tree trunk. At the end of the day, this whole thing is just about, you know, doing what we already did. Like, it doesn't even matter because we're just doing what we're already gonna do, which is run and talk and hang out and be friends. That's why I do this. I just really want to be friends with Joey.
Do we need to be thinking? Let's just experience this. This is one of the coolest parts of the trails.
What? I gotta get a picture of this. Can you just stand right there and not move? Like stop, collaborate, and listen. Ooh, let's ask the viewers. What's
Dude,
your...
how are the cheeks? Talk to me.
They look great.
Spud has me posing with my back to the camera. You know, we get these shots when we see them.
gosh, what was I? Oh, I want to know from the listeners, when you hear stop, what
Collaborate and
song
listen.
comes to mind?
That's way too easy.
It's not though. No, you need to find out because guess what else there is?
In the name of love. Stop.
He just ruined it. I was gonna say that. But then there's also stop. Hammer time. So and then there's
wait, no. Stop. Hammer time.
oh yeah.
That's
oh yeah.
not a thing.
No, that's
What?
always the one that pops in my brain after.
Stop. And
Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, so Joey went, I will always love you. Okay. And I definitely did stop, collaborate, and listen first. And then, let's see. There's another one.
Hey, guy.
Stop. Man, we're so cool.
No, we're not.
We're the coolest people I know. This is so pretty.
Yeah.
Is that a pool? Is that a golf course?
That's Hidden Valley Country Club. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
why don't
really
we ever go
cool.
golf there?
Well, it's a country club, you know.
What's that mean again?
It's private.
Well, but couldn't
Pay
you
to
still?
play. Yeah. Membership.
So like you can't even
country
just
club,
go
you
like
know?
pay for a day at the country club to like see if you like it?
I think there's probably opportunity there. But once they run credit on us, you know, we are screwed.
They're like, and
We
it's
are-
$100,000 a year. And we're like, oh yeah, like we just want to
Of
go out
course,
for a
of
day
course.
and
Is
just
that
make sure
all?
that that's worth it because like obviously we have that in just cash in the car, but can we go play a round of 18 just before we commit to, you know, that? I think they'd let us. Like, we could just go. You want to go there later and see? It'd be kind of fun.
They actually are advertising right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what their memberships are at currently, but a member of Willow Creek, who is, so Hidden Valley's on what, like 130th south, and Willow Creek is about 80th south. Willow Creek memberships are at $85,000.
Oh. Okay.
Honestly, though, yeah, people I know, about as recently as a couple of years ago, have like $50,000 equity in their membership.
What is that? What are you saying?
You like a country club, you buy a membership, and it's like an equity stake. I don't know if I'm saying that quite right, but yeah.
Are you recording backwards right now?
No, I'm recording you.
Okay. Sorry.
I just want people to see the struggle, you know, that although it is breathtaking and inspiring, I wanted people to see the truth, you know, like.
The only
It's
reason I
not all
asked is I
beautiful.
kept getting out of your frame. And
That's okay.
I was like, maybe I'm supposed to be in it? I don't know. So anyway, the equity stake or whatever.
Yeah, so then, you know, it has a value. It can increase, like, on the market, or the value of it can, or it can decrease.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Morning.
Morning. What is that trail, Joey?
So that one goes, I can't remember the name of it, but it goes up, has a pretty steep elevation change. This is the,
Where is the
bridge.
suspension bridge?
yeah, you take your kids on. Okay, so this trail, the reason I love it so much is it's so effing runnable. It's like, yeah, I just love it if you want to like jog. And there's like, at no point is it not like the most gorgeous freaking views you ever saw. And right off Wasatch Boulevard, so super easy to get to.
Can we do a selfie on the bridge?
No,
All right, well, I'm going to do a selfie on the bridge.
but will you get a picture of me on there?
Yeah, I got you. Man, that one line was me and Joey's relationship in a nutshell.
So, okay, am I weird? I can't run across bridges? Like the movement below my feet makes me like woozy.
No, dude, that's not weird at all.
Is that a thing?
But what if I run?
You can run as long as I'm walking.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I feel like a goose, a
Oh, look at him. He
mongoose.
looks like a prince. On your left.
Oh, there's a biker.
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I should probably get the view. Spring runoff. Bang.
There's the infamous Joey in his natural habitat.
What up?
So if you were talking, I was talking. I'm really sorry.
We'll have Post take care of it.
Chuck, get on it.
Yeah.
We're so famous that we got posts.
Oh, I was gonna say the name of this bridge. I think it's called the Bear Hollow Bridge.
And your kids can walk up here if they're like 3, 10, and 7, and you bring food and water. 'Cause
Yeah.
I did that with my children, so I'm gonna give a good recommendation of.
Bear Canyon Suspension Bridge Trail. Yeah, the girls love it up here. It's super easy for them to climb up. Bring a pouch and a
I'm gonna
juice
do a
box
picture
and
right
you're
here real
good.
fast, Joe.
I think from this park we'll pass, I don't remember the name. It's like 1.2 miles.
Dun, dun.
All right, let's hit it. Like,
I feel like I need to be recording so that I can record you when you fall. Because
I am
you're just looking over your
around.
shoulder, not looking at all.
I am really trying to capture it all, which is probably just gonna look so spinny. Everybody's gonna get all dizzy. Man, this is just the coolest trail. So I did a ton of mileage up here on this one as I was preparing for the Antelope Canyon 50 miler.
What? What happened just then? Sorry. I got the
Man.
best action shot of you. Like, you're gonna be so pumped.
The montage that we will accumulate of Spud's
You're
running
showing
style.
like the ground right here, right now.
No, I'm not. You're in it. You're in it, brah. What?
Don't hit that rock.
Check the screen.
Oh,
You're in it, right?
a minute. I feel like I have to run fast. Okay, we gotta take this quick. Somebody got a little ambitious. And
Threw a sprint into the mix.
well, it's because sprints are really great. I actually think sprint training is one of the best things ever.
Morning.
Morning. So I have always loved.
Hey, do you feel a little silly that we're like in like these uniforms, or we're like these fat dads with a camera?
No. Like, honestly,
Like,
just.
as we pass like these runners that are, obviously moving and know what they're doing, I'm like, not even just them, like anybody we've passed, I've been like, we're not a team or anything. I know this looks silly, it's like kind of coincidence that we're both wearing this even though it's not.
You know what we're gonna work on with this podcast
Our confidence.
is, well, your confidence.
Yeah, I'm a second guesser. I'm a doubter. I don't love putting myself out. Yep.
But like, it's funny because in the real world, you're the most confident person I know, and I just wish I had like 50% of that confidence in my normal everyday life. But when I'm on a trail running, I'm like, I got this, I can do anything. So I guess it's just, you gotta do a lot of hard things in order to build that up. So I think after we do this long enough, you'll be fine. Because,
Oh no, I just think there's a weird energy today. Oh yeah. Like there's a weird pressure today. I think this will be good. I think something we can do today is, there's been a bunch of like amazing moments on this run,
oh yeah.
And I think we could even practice saying stuff if we want, like this is definitely 100% not going to be the first episode,
I definitely did an intro and everything.
I know, but like,
The intro was so great.
I think we use it and I think we can create some marketing from it. We can create snippets. We can create social media. Yeah, I think we can use it. But it's definitely not the right one for the first episode, right?
I mean, I feel like you're gonna say that about every time we do a first episode. So this goes down.
No, because I think we'll just do another one where we just go out and run and do what we've always done.
Oh, okay.
Like any of the other ones would be better than this one.
I mean,
Like this is the worst one we've done by far. Like, I hate it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I wish I was recording your face right then, so people could see the anger.
I was recording yours, and I feel like it reflected. So I think people are gonna.
I feel like
Didn't reflect in anger back at me. It reflected in complete and utter sorrow, shame.
I've been just doing my best and trying my hardest, and basically got told, yeah, no, this one's the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll just work harder, I guess. Let me bring some confidence down, and let me just hang out back here.
Okay.
You know what's good though, is that the trail is by far the best. So imagine this.
The trails.
You have the video
incredible.
separate from the audio. We just
Yeah.
go watch the video and we talk, and every now and then we're like, oh man. And then we later release it as
There's sounds
a
of like
skit.
we go play pool. We go play pool in the basement. You can hear like the sound of like the cue balls like.
yeah. You hear music playing, they're like, wow, his AirPods were really loud. Like, I just feel like you can always, make lemonade out of lemonades, which is basically a really fancy version of lemonade. What are we doing?
It does sound fancy.
Have you ever went to like McDonald's or something and ordered a lemonade? Oh man, they look at you.
Yeah.
Mostly because they don't.
They're like on this side
They
of
don't
town?
have lemonade anymore.
Hi there.
Yeah, so they don't have lemonade. But you know what they do have at McDonald's? They have the best blue Powerade in the world, and I will stamp that.
Who gets blue Powerade, Spud? Am I weird?
Oh yeah, you're weird. Like, what do you get at McDonald's?
Soda, Sprite, Diet,
Oh,
Dr. Pepper.
yeah, I'm not a fan.
Like,
I mean, I figure I'm already killing my body with McDonald's, so I'm like, okay, what's one thing I can do a little bit better? Now I know we're gonna have some arguments here, but because there's more sugar in Powerade than probably a soda, but you don't have all the random other stuff, so it
and
makes me feel better.
I feel like it turns your mouth blue. That's dumb.
I think you're dumb. What? Dude, thanks for showing me this trail.
I can see you thinking that was the coolest part.
What do you mean? The blue mouth? Yeah, for sure. But I wasn't gonna say it because you were like acting like it's not cool, and it is cool. We should have a vote. So like, let's say this one does go on sometime. I just need a vote. Soda of any kind, water, or the blue Powerade. And I know there's gonna be that one guy out there that's like, well, I do half blue Powerade and half water. So do I. But if you're at the drive-thru, you gotta order one or the other. So that's when you get a little bit like, ah. So then you order 2 large because they're only $1, and then you split them. But then as you're dumping them like from one cup to the other cup in your car, it gets real awkward, and like you spill on your crotch, and then when you're walking into work, you're like, ugh, I have wet crotch because I just was mixing my blue Powerade and my water so that I had a half and half.
Sure. Yeah. So, backstory. Spud walks into the office last week, and he's just very obviously pissed his pants. So that whole buildup, I think, was leading to, I really didn't piss my pants, guys.
No, I really
blue Powerade,
didn't. I was mixing.
Which I think he had a blue Powerade, pissed his pants, and then dumped the blue Powerade on it to mask the piss, because it smelled like urine in there, y'all. Right, Spud?
I mean, it was blue Powerade, but like, whatever. Well, technically half water, half blue Powerade, like if we're being honest.
No.
Which pee is like half water.
Spud didn't really smell like pee in there. It was teasing.
I mean, I'd admit it if it was. I have no shame. No shame in my game, even if it's a F game. This trail really is the coolest trail we've been on so far.
Right?
So you're saying you trained a bunch on this when you were doing your 50?
Yeah. This and then Dimple Dell, which you can't see Dimple Dell from here. This and Dimple Dell. Dimple Dell's a great big, like, hollow reserve that stretches from the East Mountains, mountains up the Wasatch, foot of the Wasatch down to State Street. It's like a 5-mile long canyon that they've made super runnable trails. There's horseback riding in there, mountain biking. It's a super cool little area. And it's 3 miles south of my house, so it came in clutch. One day,
so do you run to it?
Yeah. So
you get a 6 miler no matter what, just going to the trail.
Yeah, so I have the most epic loop, and I can make it a 10 mile, a 12 mile, or a 15 mile. And I leave from my house about 7,800 south. I run up through a park, run along a creek, come out to the mouth of Little Cottonwood Canyon, and then from there I dip through a neighborhood and I'm right into Dimple Dell. And so like right in the city, more than half of my long mileage runs would still be like trails and single track, you know?
That's so cool.
Yeah. So we definitely have to do that one sometime.
Well, and what's cool about that, and then you can make it a 30 miler. You can make it any distance you want because you have a 15.
Oh my God. That loop would be super tough because it ends really hard. You have to climb back up to the east side, you know, kind of you're climbing up the mountains or up the foothill. And so that would be a tough loop.
Dude,
climbing all the way back up to the mountains.
Do you want to just see how many times in a day we can do that loop? 24 hours, and we set up like a little aid station, and we have people come and run it with us, and like that sounds so fun.
Who would subject themselves? No, I looped this trail. So I did Quail Hollow, Dimple Dell. This is rad. This thing's gonna be gushing next week. It's supposed to get up to 80. We're in the middle of spring runoff right now, coming off of the heels of our biggest winter on record, which is epic. I looped all these together, including this one. I actually hurt my foot on it. It was middle of winter, super frozen, like tons of like tracks, you know, you didn't have any good footing. That's my foot up. My first long run in these stupid shoes.
But they're really great because they're pink.
The pink is definitely.
Have you tried taking the insoles out like I was talking about with these ones?
Nope.
Dude, game changer.
But remember I was saying they're already too big for me. That's the problem.
Oh, well.
Do you think that'll make it worse with where they're already too big? I almost need different insoles.
I mean, I
need to just get that effing rid of them.
I mean, you could write 50 on them.
Yeah.
And then hang them up in your garage.
Good idea.
That's what I would do. And then maybe put your bib with your time written on the back of it. So when you die,
this guy.
Your kids can...
Tips and tricks on what to do with your medals.
I just think that'd be really cool because like one of my buddies does all his race bibs on his garage wall. And it just looks kind of cool over a long period of time. And plus then every time you open your garage, the neighbors are like, ho, 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 this guy's a runner. But I think that'd be cool.
The garage that tidy. Come on. Big plans. And then it gets covered up by a mattress that's gonna lean against it for the next year and a half until you take it somewhere.
No, it's at Clint's house. So of course, like he never lets anything. He just is always tidy.
That's true. That's true. If anybody were gonna have a tidy garage, it's him.
Man, have you ever seen my garage?
Yeah,
It's so bad.
it's terrible.
Like,
But you're still in the stage, well, you're just recently out of the stage of like keeping human feces around, you know, with the toddler.
no, I'm still there. I'm all in.
Yeah.
We're potty
like,
training
anybody
right
that's-
now.
Anybody that's in that phase,
You get like a
yeah, there's just
get
a
out
smell.
of
There's
garage
just a
clean
smell.
gel.
There's just a smell in your garage. Morning. Yeah, it just smells kind of like poop, and and there's, you know, it's just messy. Here,
You've definitely got a
you're,
two-car
you're
garage,
unsettled.
but you got one car in there at all times.
Yep. We have a 3-car currently, and I haven't parked in the garage in a month and a half. We are amidst projects, so if there was any defense, that would be it.
Yeah, because you're not cleaning up poop. We're gonna just run behind you for a minute. It's like, who doesn't want to do that? And there's a guy coming up on the trail, so I don't want to like run right into him.
Morning.
Morning. Oh, he's legit.
He's serious. He's training. He got that look in his eyes. He's got that hunger. Which honestly,
Did that rock song
Is
come
there-
into your mind right then? Because it did me.
no.
Okay, yeah, me either.
Yeah, like isn't it like badass when you're like in it? When you're like 3/4 of the way done with a training plan,
Oh yeah.
you know, and you're like feeling good, you're in good shape, runs are getting fun, you got that hunger in your eye like that dude that we just passed had. That's when running's fun. You're light, you're in a routine.
I do love. I've always.
Well, it's fun all the time, but like,
But I mean, I've always stuck to. I have to have a race on the books
right.
every year, so that I can like actually train.
We need to do a cyclical race thing, and I don't think I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't think I'll ever train for an ultra in the winter again, but I shouldn't base it on this winter, because this winter was
Yeah, it was
bananas.
way different. Like, I trained for all of my ultras during November, December, January, and honestly, it was the best training ever because it keeps you super healthy during the off season when like normally you're just eating garbage at all the holidays and like,
Yeah, you're at least running.
well, and honestly, like, it
And
keeps
you're
me
more
from
mindful.
overeating.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if I have to go out on a run the next day, I'm not like, ooh, I'm
I
gonna
do
just
love
eat
that.
as much as I possibly can.
I do love how, even though like, look, yeah, I still eat like 3 servings of something sometimes, but like, yeah, it just makes you more mindful, right? Like, you have a purpose for getting up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning that's super fun.
Yeah, I think that keeping a race on the books for me is big. So, I mean, I really think you should do that Jackpot Ultra,
I'm down.
and it's in May of next year, or
I
no,
like that because there's no
it's in March of next year.
pressure. Ooh, geez, okay. All right.
But like, we're only gonna do what we can do. Like, if you want to sign up,
Yeah,
for,
that's the cool part about it. So what it is it's kind of like a backyard ultra, right? Where, what do we have? Like a certain allotted time, like 48 hours to
where are we going?
just wherever. Shoot over here real quick.
Sorry.
Morning.
Morning.
God, people be ultra running.
Oh yeah,
These days.
ultra guys.
Where were these guys this winter? They weren't out here. They weren't out here. I was out here.
Where are you now? Out here.
Out here. Enjoying it.
I feel like it took you a minute to be like, I am out here.
Well, all right.
What's
so
that water? Do you know?
That
You're in real estate, so
That's
I've
the Great
always
Salt
assumed
Lake.
you
That's the
know
Great Salt Lake.
everything about everything.
Yeah, that's the Great Salt Lake. No, I don't know, but you can see this golf course that's just to the left of it. That's South Mountain Golf Course. And if you look closely, it kind of runs along this hillside right here that has a little bit too steep of a grade to build on. It's a linked style course. This is mine and Holly's favorite joint.
Dude, is that a house up there that's like, it looks
The white
like,
thing with the gold on the top,
no,
that's a temple. That's the Draper Temple.
Behind Moroni.
Yes.
Very up against the
Yes.
very back. It's like a flat roof almost.
You
That's
don't know
a
about
home?
You don't know about that house.
I mean, I'm not in real
That's
estate.
the
You are.
Chateau de Don Draper.
Are you serious? What's that mean?
You know Don Draper
No.
from Mad Men?
No. So he's like, it's the city's named after a guy?
No, that's his house.
Oh.
That's his chateau.
So he moved to Draper to live in Draper?
Yep.
I mean, his Draper? I can't tell if you're serious or not. And
I am.
I truly believe everything you say, so this is really awkward right now.
Yep. John Travolta owns a home up here too.
Are you serious? We need a map to the stars. I'm just...
All right, we got people jamming on their mountain bikes. Cool. We should do a mountain bike episode.
Okay.
Honestly, like...
Morning.
Morning. Holly has a pretty badass mountain bike.
It might be too big for me.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it would work perfect for you. It rips. It's the exact same bike as mine. It's just smaller.
Yeah, let's do it. I actually love mountain biking more than anything. Remember when we went mountain biking on Sundance?
Yeah, I was gonna
Like-
say we actually did it. Remember, we did a mountain bike race together in Payson. I was
yeah.
the Onion Days
Yeah, we
mountain
did.
bike race champion.
I know.
Spud?
I know.
I forgot to add that to my pedigree.
Yeah. Yeah, we did
All
Sundance.
about
and then
that.
What's funny is like we just did it was like 2 or 3 random mountain bikes that season, and then all of a sudden like we never went out again as a group.
Yeah. You're like, this is dangerous.
But well, mine was because my bike broke, and my wife was like, nope, we're having kids. You're not mountain biking. We're not gonna have you dead. So I got into a much safer sport, which is running on mountains.
So we get done with this mountain bike race and we all go eat at this restaurant. There's probably 5 or 6 of us sitting around this table, and the waitress walks up and Spud goes, "We were just in a mountain bike race."
I do not remember that.
She didn't even say like, "Hi, how are you?" Like, what brings, whatever. Like,
I was probably real scared because we probably looked dirty and gross, and I was like, back then I was super like worried about what everyone thought around me. So just younger me, if I could go back and tell me one thing, it'd be like, hey bro, it's okay. No one actually cares. They're all worried about themselves. I love that you remember that though, because I don't even remember that race other than my bike, the pedal kept falling off and I had to keep stopping and fixing it.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it would like start to slowly pop off, and then I'd have to pull it off to the side and like get my little fingers in there and
Rattler Trail.
Which one?
I don't know. Let's go up instead of down.
Okay.
That way we can when we run back. Are you recording?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna turn mine off.
I mean, I think. You know what I just thought about? What if something happens in our timeline and this ends up
Man,
going...
this would be fun as hell on a mountain bike. Sorry, go on.
So this goes back to my past self, and I get to listen to my future self tell my past self stuff. Oh man, I'm pretty excited about that because I would turn out so much cooler.
Well, let's do it. That's why it's the Run With Us project. It's a science project. It's science.
I mean, it's really complicated, so definitely science. This would be so fun on a mountain bike. We should do a mountain bike episode full show.
You know what's cool about this trail that we're on is, man, I bet there's not, once you get on the trail, there's probably what, a 500-foot elevation climb from the parking lot to get on the trail, Spud?
Yeah.
And you're on the trail, and from there's very little elevation change. It's just like super rolly, super runnable, super awesome. And yet, like I said, I ate shit super hard on this trail. It was one of those where like it caught so weird that I didn't even have time to like catch myself with like my hands.
Oh, wow.
It was like elbows.
That sucks.
It was just like an immediate slap against the ground on rocks.
Ouch.
Yeah, I didn't like fall very far, but it was just awfully violent.
Were you recording?
Nope.
Oh, man. That's why you always got to have your GoPro on your
It's
chest.
protection. I haven't been recording for like the last 5 minutes, and yet I'm in the habit of holding the damn thing.
Look, I can do this like you do.
Okay, I think we get up to this little thing, get a shot, and head back. Man, this trail is cool. I'm surprised we haven't seen more mountain bikers.
I mean, it is the first of the season.
Super early.
Oh man, look at those
And there's
trails.
never been a better morning for a run.
Look at all those trails. That's cool.
Let's find out what this is.
Like legit, is there really a guy from the movie in that house up there?
It's like Creek View, it says. We're in between Creek View. Oh, this is Corner Canyon. Makes sense.
Dude, those
We came at it from a
though.
weird angle, all right?
I think I did a site visit for a guy right there
Bada bing.
because we were right across the street from the temple and his backyard would have been so perfect for an ADU, but he just did not have the space. You know, his pool and his other stuff was in the way.
Problems.
Well, and he had this backyard like this instead of like, so it's probably harder to do anyway.
Oh, this MFing mod
How
kit.
much do you think, like what's the average price per square foot right here? Just out of your,
Put me
just
on the
shooting
spot
from the
like
hip.
that?
Yeah,
You put me on
shooting
the
from the
spot
hip.
like that.
Just shooting from the hip. Like 200,
Way.
300. I mean, I'm just saying, like these are mansions. Like
No,
I mean, I've never seen this. I knew there was some nice houses in Draper, but good gravy.
think about these joints right here that like built just before the temple went in, and then experienced probably like a 30% gain
Or 50.
equity.
Well, but like if you think about it, what about the people that like, because before the temple, before it was there, was before the market went bananas. So not only did you have your
No, it actually finished when the market was not
Was-
in a good place.
so like if you think about it, the people that actually built or bought like even a $500,000 house.
I gotta finish a thought here.
$500,000.
Oh yeah, oh
like,
yeah.
Now they're well over $1 million.
Yeah.
And like, it's just so cool.
Oh yeah.
Invest in real estate, people. Find out if you're in Utah, find out where the next temple's going and buy the property right next to the temple.
It's not bad advice.
Well, because because they announced temples like it had to have been 2+ years. No, well, maybe, I don't know. Like the Saratoga Springs one that just went in, remember I was not in real estate yet. You were showing me houses and we wanted a house that was kind of close to it. And I've been out of that house for over a year and a half. So that had to have been like 2+ years when they announced it. So you could have easily bought some of that land. I would love to live on Beacon Point down there in Saratoga. Dude, Beacon Point, did you know they're the only place in Saratoga that actually has approved ADU? Like they allow ADUs in that
I
area.
did not know that.
Yeah.
All right, let's head
Sorry.
back.
I get a little crazy
He gets
sometimes.
excited about real estate. I'm in a negative headspace. I kept being on the way up this morning being like, man, get right. Like, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
anyways, yeah, we should make a plan before each podcast to kind of chat with each other about how we're feeling, our headspace, whatever, so that we just kind of know how to communicate with one another and take care of each other.
Yeah, and plus, like, there's some mornings when I'm tired, I'm in the worst mood of my life. And I mean, you've seen me on some of those race mornings where I'm just like, nothing. And then it takes me like halfway through to even get in a good place. So I think that's a good idea because then we can be like, okay, like you're gonna have to like kind of own and run this episode. Like Like you're gonna have to kind of be the guy at the beginning, you know?
How do we give each other honest feedback, clues, when maybe you're just not feeling the direction of something, or if you're like checking in on somebody while it's recording, you know? Or are we thinking about it too much?
I mean, we could always, I don't know. I'll think about it. But I kind of want it to just be as off the wall as it can be. Like,
Yeah.
we do, this is what we do. Like, we just talk about random crap that comes to mind. I mean, at least that's what I do, because I just don't care. So, I mean, I guess you'd have to give the feedback of like, Spud, that's stupid. And then I just won't talk about that stuff. You know?
I don't think any topic that we talk about is stupid.
Well, but like,
I don't think anything we've done, like, I've had 1,000,000% confidence in the show's success and just our ability to just do it. But like, I think this one goes into a vault.
well, but
And
we can easily
we
use
like
the
pull
footage.
it apart. Like, yeah, the footage is hilarious. Like,
The bridge is so cool.
yeah, like just cool footage for marketing. Got to remember to pull our phones out.
I did on a few different occasions. Morning.
Morning.
My phone was upside down and it was like 10:07 and I was like, oh my gosh, Joey. Nope, it's 7:10.
Oh my gosh, it's 10L. You know, upside down.
Oh, I got you.
Wish I was recording you doing that. Man, let's get in the moment. Let's get in the moment.
Just
Are
living
you
it.
focusing on quality, stable footage, Spud?
Oh yeah,
Good.
100%.
Are we peeing?
I do need to pee.
Let's do it. Man, we didn't bring any goos or gel or anything. We are doing what is called fasted running.
What? I actually figured you were gonna bring the water, so I brought some bars if you want one.
Oh, you're in need of water, huh?
Oh, nuh-uh. I just figured like you'd have your big old tub of
Hey,
water, so do you
for
want one of these?
any of you that might be suffering through this episode with us,
Thanks, Mom.
let's remember to bring water on our runs.
I don't need
mean-
to run. You said we were gonna do under 2 hours. I didn't need
Okay.
water.
You go pee.
Oh,
Give us a rating of this.
okay. What do you mean a reading?
Are we keeping the microphone on?
Oh, goodness gracious.
This is a real Lieutenant Frank Drebin
It's so
situation. You want to just pee in the wild? I don't know if that's kosher. Comment below if that's kosher. If it's not, I swear on my life we'll stop doing it.
What?
But you just see people peeing. I don't know if it harms the environment or if it's bad for the wildlife. I don't know. Please comment. Let us know. I promise. I've done some things. I've done some things while trail running. Not proud of.